good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? E.T., T&W, Robert Mack, Bodo, how you doing? Time to get going. How's it going, Bobby? Robert Mack, Tommy J. I think I saw here earlier that Jake was, he's got some stuff to take care of. We'll talk to you later then, Jake. And Tom's here, and Brock's here. I didn't send out any deals. Let me do that now. So, real quick, give me 1 second. So anyway, while I'm doing this, the that Moderna, boy, it didn't kick me completely in the rear, but it was definitely more noticeable than the Pfizer that I had. It didn't hurt. The gal was so good. I don't know if I said that before, but when I went in there, no wait, of course, there was nobody there pretty much. But the, oh, wrong one. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Uh, the, it didn't take long, and they only kept me 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I think. So which was cool. The gal that gave me that actually gave me the shot, I told her, I said, "You're unbelievable." She was really excited. Said that, uh, thank you very much and whatever. But boy, I'll tell you, um, yesterday, the day after, and all the way up until this morning now, it went from moderate pain here in my arm to extreme pain here in my arm down to my elbow and up to my neck. The pain it was considerable. I mean, it wasn't like devastatingly horrible. I wasn't in tears or anything, but it was noticeably more than the Pfizer. And my wife said that and said it was swollen, and she said hers did the same. She got her arm swelled. Oh, okay, you'll be late. Okay. All right, Robert. Let's see. So anyway, hi there, Nikki here. I didn't see Nikki. Hey, Nikki. How you doing? Saying hello to everybody. I didn't get a chance to. I know you put out a couple of videos a little while ago. I haven't got a chance to watch them yet, but I will. They've named E.T. mod. I can do that. But anyway, let me see. Let me do that right now. ET. Okay, write something ET real quick. Make sure that it. Hey, Andy. Hey, traveler. I saw you on. I'm jumping subjects now. I'll get off on the wrong tangent now. But I did see on James's live stream. Great guy, huh? Hopefully that lady can help you. He jumped on Traveler 4444, jumped on James's live stream yesterday, thanking James, and James had even gotten an email from the lady and everything. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully everything for the best. How come? Oh, E.T. Yeah, there you go. E.T. saying hi. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about a minute ago, but probably the shot. But 2.5 days, 3 days. Today's the third day, I think, and little tiny bit of pain. But the pain, it went all the way into the joint, all the way into my shoulder joint. And like I said, either that gal was exceptional, but I didn't even feel. I was looking straight at it, and I didn't even feel the needle. I could see it going in my arm, but I didn't even feel it going in my arm. So she was great. Nice manner. Yeah. E.T. deserves it. Let's see. Hey, Paul. I didn't see you there neither. How's it going? So, for the most part, what did I hear? I know that CJ Paradise did a video this morning on it becoming an God, I'm so bad with endemic in July 1st. And he sounded like he was quoting off of course, check it all out for yourself. But there was a plan now to ramp that, and by July 1st it be considered that and done. So that's good news, I guess, if it's true. I didn't have time. I just saw it. He put out the video this morning, maybe an hour ago. If you want to, go to his channel and check it out. But that would be that's what it should be. It should be actually before that. They should do it right now. I don't see any reason why not. Get the numbers straight on the people that have passed away, the correct reason, cancer, heart attack, whatever, why they passed, secondary, stuff that was actually the cause of them passing. Not selling anything short. Like I said, one person passing away is not good, but it's going to happen. I mean, I'm going to die. Everybody's going to die. But if you're 98 and you had cancer and you caught this and you passed away, well, I would think it was probably the cancer. I know that if my wife that passed had gotten this, if it had been around then, they probably would have tried to classify it in the United States as that also. Let's see what traveler. Did I miss you replying? Robert Mack in Asia, my day is looking good. Oh, I hope you're having a good day. I know you said that you and your wife, you know that your wife would want, you think Thailand over Mexico. I've been both. I think the only thing that would maybe turn me a little bit sour on Mexico is the government versus Thailand's government. As far as costs and I like Mexico. I still do like Mexico. I plan on hopefully visiting there before I go. I've been there many times, so it's not the top of my bucket list. But other than the United States, any place to me is good, traveler. But I particularly like Thailand, or I wouldn't be here, obviously. Hey, what's happening, Gary? So is the media here? I missed the media too. I'm horrible. Sorry, guys. I'm ranting. There you are. Good morning to you. But yeah. So hopefully they'll get over with this. Be done with it. I don't see any. Like I said, to me, it really doesn't matter whether there's 10 cases or 100,000 cases a day, and if it's not overcrowding the hospitals, I don't care. I want to know how many people are passing from it. That's what I want to know. Yeah, I bet. I would imagine that also. But maybe this lady can help you. Maybe she can make it easier so you can get what you want. And like I said, I know that me, myself, and everybody here will do anything that we can to help you. So by all means, ask. I know James will. All the people that are in that little, that we've all met up and met each other and all that. James, Chuck, Joe. All those people are more than willing to help people. That's what they want to do. Show mainly there, and Chuck and Joe, their daily life. What necessarily happens to them, which you always have to remember might not necessarily apply to you, because all you got to do is live one province over, and everything could be different. So as long as you got that in your mind about Thailand, they all put out excellent videos, and they're willing to help people. There's no doubt. Oops, thought it was an hour later. Yeah, I was talking to Jake, Black Sheep, and he had said that the time change had occurred, which I'm not used to because I haven't experienced that in almost 4 years now. So I said, okay, well, I'll just pop it down. I usually do if it falls on a Wednesday. Is that when Dana does his Wednesdays? I'll bump it down anyway. So I'll just start it unless somebody pops in and say this is too early or whatever. So yeah, that would be nice. You ought to be able to go where you want to go. Like I said, do I think that Mexico is that horrible of a choice? No, I don't. It wouldn't be mine only because of government. And I've never been afraid in Mexico, even with the 16-year-olds with the M1s and M16s. and stuff in their hands, it didn't bother me, because I knew that, they don't did have stuff happen to tourists there. Yes. Are they, stomping their feet and jumping up and down about it? Yes, because it's bad. Their whole economy, everything that's in there, is all off of people that are visiting Mexico. So when people start disappearing or, being decapitated and stuff like that, it's not good news for them in that area, But I never did. And I was to Acapulco and a couple of places that are kind of iffy, and I never felt unsafe. I just know what those people are capable of, and it wouldn't be what I would want to be around. That's all. If it was my only choice to get out of the United States, I would go. Like I said, I like Mexico. Yeah, I'm glad you do. They're all great people. Traveler, obviously you've seen it with James, and most all the people on this channel have come from the interview I did with Joe, and now going around with Chuck and all them and James, and meeting everybody and all that stuff on the bike ride. They're all great people. So most of the people here, they're also watch them too. And there's James saying, yeah, I did notice that too. There you are, Moonwa. That's what I call you anyway. Good morning to you. Glad you could stop by. I learned a lot from. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, are there some people out there that, maybe you wouldn't want to, and I would say you always check all your facts, even if they come from me, but or any of the guys. They're usually upfront about stuff. I know Chuck and Joe and James. They're not gonna tell you something if it's not 100% in their mind to be true, and I won't either, even if it's 99. If there's 1% chance, I would say check with the government. You've heard me say it many times, but it is nice to. I don't know. It's nice for me. I mean, that's why I'm here. All these people are my YouTube family, and probably I talk to everybody here more than I talk to my family. So, and I can't wait to meet up and everybody get to see each other. It's gonna be awesome. So, but I have a good time. That's why I do it. And until I don't have a good time anymore, then I'll stop. But I can't see that happening. You only need one sub, Bobby, to hit 3,000. Who isn't sub to Time to Get Going? Anybody not sub to Bobby's channel? I think probably. Well, I don't know. There might be somebody that just hasn't got over there. Go put him over 3K. He deserves it. He's a good. Both of him and his wife are both good people. Hey, Chris. Well, that's Chris. Chris, are you subscribed to Bobby Time to Get Going? He needs one more for 3K. Again, you sub twice. I guess you could if you had another name. He wants to try. I'm sure that there's somebody in here that's listening or something. But if you can, go to Bobby's and put him over 3K. You bet, Bobby. Anytime. Here Moonwa says that they will. So let us know if you hit it. I'm not subscribed. Should I go over and subscribe, Bobby? I think I was probably one of the first ones. In case you don't know, we've said it before, me and Bobby both basically started pretty much the same time. He gave me a bunch of encouragement because I really sucked in the beginning, and he was quite a bit better. Still is. And he's got a lot of Thai people, and I'm imagining that's coming from his wife, but done at 3K. Okay, cool. Thanks, Benoit. Appreciate it. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Good morning to you. Yeah, he deserves it. He's a good one, and he's got a bunch of good videos too. Once he gets here, it'll be more on the Thailand content. But I still like it because it's all from the area where Bobby is and Jai are close to the area I grew up. So when I see his videos, I've been to all the places that he shows, so it makes it kind of nice, and a good person. So, and Traveler did too. So you're way up there now, Bobby. And Bobby's saying thanks to Traveler. Chris is saying hi to E.T., who's now a moderator. I'm trying to read that phone. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, so I enjoy it, but there's a lot of stuff in Central, not even Central, Southern California, close to the area where I grew up. So I enjoy watching him. And he does a good job. If you like drone stuff, he's getting really good with the drone. Hey, Jim, glad to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, guys, for one day, Jam is sleepy. Early work day. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, Jim. Tell her we said hello. That's right. When is it? When are you coming? I know she's mostly the one that comes on, but hey, Martin, how you doing? All is well, thank you very much. But I think in like Jim, in like a couple months or something, or less than a couple months, I think the last time that I kind of transversed with her or whatever, talked to her back and forth. You guys were trying to get it all put together to get everything up here, money wise and bank wise and all that, to be able to get your or you to be able to get your retirement visa. July, can't wait. I bet, man. I'd be definitely gnawing at the bit. That's for sure. But that's why I went on an hour early, because Jake had said, the clocks had went ahead, so it's an hour later. And I think this is better time, right? I didn't see anybody complain about the time. And 3K plus 2. Way to go, Bobby. Congratulations. Got to duck out. All right, Jake. I'll see you maybe before I get done. Tell your niece we said hello. If I ever get that way, I will definitely pop in and see her. Yeah, there's many of them, right, Tommy? Yes, he is. And he's been a lucky man for a long, long time, where I haven't been lucky for that long, 2 years. But I know, like Robert Mack in Asia and Bobby. There's one right there too. It is, man. If you're, I don't know. My personal opinion, if you just come and then you're relaxed and you're 60 years old and you just want to relax, take it in, go at a slow pace, and eventually, hopefully, maybe meet someone you can at least spend time with that's female, closer to your age. If you're not looking for a 20-year-old or something. But God bless you if you are. It's just not what I was looking for. But I was thinking maybe now, 2, 3, 4 years after the fact of my wife passing, and I just got lucky. But if you come here with the right frame of mind, relax. There are just a lot of great Thai women that they don't look at you whether you're fat, skinny, old, young. They look at what you have in here, And sure, most of them, they want, like I said, they want the 55, the people that are retired, 55, the men anyway, from what my understanding is talking to them. Because they figure they've been through it all. They're not going to be chasing 20 years old, or at least most of them won't be. Or they have a better chance anyway. They just want to make somebody happy and not have to, completely bust their ass for 10,000 baht a month, And like I said, as long as you have the right frame of mind, that if you do find a woman that's in her early 40s or 40 years old, which is what I ended up with, that you're under the understanding that if they're working for 20,000 baht a month and they're giving, 10,000 baht to their parents, which the women have taken it upon themselves to take care of the elderly, and now my wife has taken on me, and as long as you know that and give the money if you want her to stay with you and travel with you, then I say, yeah, go for it. If you can't understand that aspect of it, I wouldn't even bother coming to Thailand. It's not, it's not right. And a lot of people do. I'm not giving nobody nothing. And why do I have to give? Well, because that's what they do here. So hopefully, I've voiced myself on this many times, and I even put a video on about it. But if you have that right frame of mind, and if you're given 5 or 10,000 baht, and you've got somebody that you have a good time with, it's hard enough. It was hard enough my whole life to even find a woman that I could cohabitate with, that I could live with. That was the hard part. So if you can find somebody that actually gives a shit about you, and like I said, I know because my wife has already asked me 4 times this morning if I wanted to eat and am I hungry and am I full. That's when you know. But it's great. I've got them all. Let's see, what did I miss? Jam is out. Yeah, YouTube channel name, but really her name has been out. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Az, what's up? What's time this morning? Is this? Yeah, I went on because the clocks changed in the U.S. So Jake had brought it to my attention, and so I said, well, I'll just go on an hour earlier. It probably isn't going to affect anybody. Where are you at? You're in Australia, right, Az? I think. What did I miss? What did Jake say? If anybody here goes to Chiang yeah, he really loves that niece. Boy, I'll tell you, nothing but good things about him. Time to get going. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I think Thai women also need someone. Yeah, exactly, Moonwa. They that was the hardest thing that I had to. How do I want to put this? This is the hardest thing that I had to get my wife to believe, is that she could trust me 100%. I'm not looking for anybody. They'd have to put a gun to my head to do it, because I wouldn't do that to her. I'm a firm believer, if you really, really want to hurt somebody, then cheat on them. That's the most devastating thing you can do to a partner, I think. Anyway, personal opinion. Everybody's got their own opinions. But it took over a year, and still now, if she has 2 or 3 drinks, it doesn't take much. We don't drink. 1 bottle of rosé, and she'll start accusing me in a laughingly way that I want a younger woman and I want another woman. But otherwise, the 2 or 3 times a year that she does that now, I believe she totally trusts me now, and I totally trust her. It was the relationship I had with the wife that passed, and it was the best relationship I was ever in, was one that was in complete trust. Brock's in Victoria. Where's that? Oh, Perth. Okay. Yeah. Now, what's the time difference there, as versus Brock? Or Brock, what's the time between Victoria and Perth compared to Thailand? Hey, Ron John, good morning to you. Yeah, I started an hour early. I put it out, though, after the last live stream. It's been up. If you guys aren't getting notified, let me know. Not that there's much I can do, but I know for a long time when I was watching Mike's live my ass off when he was doing live streams, pretty much every day, I wasn't getting notified. And a lot of people back then weren't. This was a couple years, 3 years ago. And I think Chris could attest to that. I think he was there during that time. I would like to complain about the time. Okay, go ahead. Everybody's welcome to complain. Perth is an hour in front. Oh, okay, so it's 9 o'clock a.m. Correct? Perth is an hour ahead of the. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad then, right? Are you? I'm like. In fact, I watched Chuck's video this morning, and he was talking about how they go to bed at 8 o'clock, watch their phones till 9, and they're out, and then they get up at 4:35, and he gets up at 6, and that's about what our routine is. Well, mine is she'll sleep in a little bit later, but like last night, she was up all night. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Just popped in to say hello. Glad that you did. Hi, everyone. Cool. Thanks, Grace. And Grace has got a good channel, too. Let's see what in the future. If you can consult my timetable. I have to go to class now. See you next time. All right, Moonwa. And we'll be back. Um, yeah, I was trying to think of maybe a different, time or something that would be more. And I went on one time at 8 o'clock at night. I think it was 8 o'clock, and but I still that would be a good time. I think is like noon in the UK, but didn't pick up anybody. Subscribers or anything. I just didn't care really too much about the subscribers, but I wanted to see if there were people that would be interested in watching and joining in all this that just couldn't because they were like Nikki asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. So 11 a.m. on the northeast coast. Okay. Question Gary's got. Hey Dave, was your Moderna? Yes, it was. I had two Pfizers and the Moderna, and the Moderna was a nasty little bastard. I was, like I said, was it devastating? And, I had tears coming out of my eyes? No. Was it uncomfortable as hell? Yeah. But only for like a day and a half. So it's not like, and then I'm guessing another 6 months they wrote in and did all their little stamp in my, what is it called? Something passport, my virus passport. And so I'm all set. And so is my mother and father-in-law, my wife, the two kids, and the cousin that's going to go. There's going to be 7 of us going to Koh Chang. So it should be a good time. And that's only in what? It's in the beginning of next month. So Ron saying hi to Chris. Moderna was mine. It kicked my butt. Yeah. Yeah, so you just got it too, Bob. Yeah, it made me a little bit tired, but so did the Pfizer. That was the worst part of the Pfizer was it made me tired and a little bit of pain. But this pain where they injected, like I said, I had nothing when she did it, and it went all the way into the joint. It was a deep aching pain, and then it went all the way down to my elbow. But it's almost gone now, pretty much. Water tastes good. But yeah, I don't know. I need to get it done. Like I said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not a pro-con, medium, whatever. This is what I need to do to travel, and then I'm going to do it. Is Randy here? I missed Randy too, huh? Hey, Randy, good morning to you. Good morning. Dave's former stomping grounds. That's right. Very close. In fact, Randy's even closer than Bobby. In fact, I spent quite a bit of time over in that area. I was trying to think the other day, Randy, about we used to go to I think it was an all-you-could-eat sushi bar or something in T.O., and I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it wasn't all-you-could-eat, but it was good, whatever it was. I feel good today. I did have a very slight, I didn't take my temperature, but I could tell because in the middle of the night, I have the air conditioner set at 22. I got the fan blowing directly on me. And of course I'm old, so I got to get up and go to the bathroom every 30 seconds. And when I flipped the blanket off one time, I got the chills. And that's how I know in the past, my whole life, that feeling of that chills until I got under the covers again, that I had a slight fever. So I did have that. A little bit of body aches, but that was only, I want to say from the hour of like 20 hours later to, it was only lasted like 6 hours with the body aches. They went away when I woke up again. So it wasn't horrible, but like I said, if it means that this is what I got to do to travel, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit there and fight people and, I don't want to do, I'm just going to do it. Now, anybody that doesn't want to, that's their prerogative. If I had my choice and I could still travel freely without any problems, maybe I wouldn't do it because my biggest thing is, why does it take 3, 4, 6 years to approve something that they did in 3, 6 months? It scares me a little bit. But I just feel for all the servicemen that are getting jabbed with every freaking thing that the government decides they want to stick in you. Let's see. Traveler had it in January 21st. My doctor told me that he didn't expect me to make it. I think I made it because my oldest daughter is a nurse and she kept me at home. You're probably right, Traveler. You know, I was in, it wasn't that, it would have been the first case. It was January 1st of 2020. And I was 2 months I was in intensive care with a tube down my throat, but it was from pneumonia. And I asked my doctor afterwards because everybody said, you had it. And I said, you know, my doctor explained it as I didn't wear a mask. None of the nurses at that time, none of the nurses in intensive care wore masks. The whole place would have had it, and no one got anything. And that's how he's gauging it. I guess there's a test that I could take, and it would show whether I've had the antibody or whatever. I'm in the demographic. Yeah, and I'm imagining that wasn't this Omicron. It was the other ones. So, well, glad you got over. I would imagine from this point on, you wouldn't even have to worry about it. They still require you to get a vaccine to travel, or can you get something documented that you had it? And I don't know how that works. If anybody does, by all means, please let me know. I have a lot of nurses in the family, and as Bobby's saying, Jai is an RN, I think. And she cared for me like a little baby. I think they have a tendency to do that anyway, Bobby, without, you don't even have to be sick for that, I don't think. Let's see, Martin's saying, I am 54, no wife, no kids, time to start living my, yeah, exactly. Hey, I believe it. I would be, you know, you're in that age to where you can get a retirement visa. There's ways that you can come here. You have to check, if you want to, check with Mitch. I don't know when you're planning on coming, Martin, but you know my opinion on that. I'd be on a plane tomorrow, so. Yeah, the original. Yeah, it was pretty nasty, wasn't it? Have you tried? No, I haven't. We did get it for the oldest when she got it when she went back to Bangkok months ago, and we tested her 2 or 3 times because she stayed home until she tested negative. But I haven't. But I've had the PCR or whatever it is where they try to hit the back of my skull, and that was when I went in the hospital and I was having problems breathing again. I want to say it was like 4 months ago or something. Somebody might remember. I'm horrible with time, Traveler. I'm horrible. But anyway, when I went in there, as soon as I came in emergency, my doctor was there. He put me onto the gurney. He rolled me into the emergency room. He had the nurses doing stuff, and before they pretty much, besides trying to give me oxygen and stuff like that, I seen her whipping out that 4-foot Q-tip, and I gone, ah, crap. And I looked at him, and he said, yep. And I said, all right. So they did it. He worked on me in there. Thank God he decided I didn't need a tube. I guess I started breathing okay. They got rid of some fluids. I had built up some fluids, ate too much salt or whatever, which I'm really careful about now. And I'm going to say 45 minutes later, where they rolled me, they kept me overnight in ICU. I had to roll right by where I get my blood tests and stuff. And the person knew me and everything and came out and said, you're negative. And they went upstairs. So they can do that stuff way quicker than well, I guess if they've got 1 million of them, people coming in, it might take longer. I know that when Mitch went to the sandbox in Phuket, he was ready to go. I want to say 3 or 4 hours after he got to the hotel, they had called him and said, yep, go for it. Hey, Mark, morning to you. What is wrong? What did I miss? Only what? Only us old farts have to worry about now with the Omicron. Yeah, you know, and to tell you the truth, Ron, I'm not really scared of it, and I got breathing problems. In fact, I told my wife, I said, now, even before I got this shot, If I had my choice of getting the Omicron, I'm probably not saying that right. I said I'd take that, and she said, "No, we don't want you to do that." And I said, "Yeah." And now afterwards, with all the crap, well, I don't know. I heard that it can be kind of a severe flu, so I guess I'm better off for getting the Moderna. Yeah, 4 days, huh? You had Moderna? Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing my wife had because she worked for the government, her and the oldest, the 18-year-old, she got both of her China shots, which at that time I think were nothing, like getting nothing. But I had bought 4 shots of, all right, I'll see you. Swati crap. I see you. Um, um, the, I don't know, what was I saying? All right, somebody remind me. I'm old. Was I talking about being old? Oh, I know I was talking about getting it. Good day, everybody saying hi. Anybody new? We're done now. The doctor told me that. What did Bobby say? We're done now, Dave. The doctor told me they won't require more now. Okay. I didn't know. I got my deal. I don't know what they're going to require here in Thailand. I had Omicron and you had it twice in January, just the sniffles. Yeah, and that's what most people that I know that got it. My cousin's best friend got it, and I knew, excuse me, 2 people in the States, and that's what they said. It was like having a kind of a upper mild or a cold. Sorry about that. Needed water. But and I don't remember what I was talking about. But being old and getting it, I don't know. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't scare me too much. I think it scares my wife more than it scares me. Twice. Wow. Yeah, I think you need to get to Thailand. My grandkids gave me both. How did they take it? Were they runny nose and same type symptoms? I'm imagining they were. Tommy's saying, yeah, by all means, check out Gator Jake's latest video. And Gary's saying hi to Mark. Brock saying you can call me Brock. Well, but I don't know. I guess there's a new one now, but it isn't. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Like I said, I don't particularly sit there and watch the news. I don't watch anything from the U.S. Zero. If it pops up on Facebook when I'm looking for my checking in, and I don't really, I'll copy stuff and put it on there that I like that I see, but I don't really, unless I'm saying happy birthday to my nieces, nephews, cousins, that type thing. I don't comment on it. But if I don't see it there, I just don't watch the USA. Ron said, my wife got the blended siren is isolated for 2 hours because she felt bad, had a bad taste. They didn't aspirate the shot. She hasn't felt the same since months ago. Wow. Yeah, I would definitely get her into the doctor. I'm lucky because this doctor, for some reason, I don't know, he liked me from the very beginning. When I first went in there, my wife said he would be doing his round. He would never leave for more than 5 minutes, and he'd come back in and he'd be talking to other patients and constantly, looking over at me while he's talking to these people, because I guess he had told her it's touch and go. He could, if I came in the morning and they said he had passed, I would say okay, makes sense. Brock's here, so he was happy when I did.
Morning, everybody.
What's that in your background?
Um,
Restaurant.
yeah, it's one of Andy's beat shots.
Ah, okay. I know Andy was here for a while. He's probably, like I said, he's a traveling man. He's
Yeah,
he's seen more. He's seen more in his first month here than I've seen in 3.5 years. I think I said that before too.
some of his landscape shots he takes are really good. So I'm going to steal one and every now and then and put it in.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, Dr. John Campbell from the UK, YouTuber, good info, good. Yeah, I don't know.
Morning, Ron John.
Like I said, hey, Sanity. Hey, T and W, how you doing? Looks like 4 p.m. Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed something. Looks like 4 at. Probably went right over my head. T and W. Sorry to hear about your wife, Ron John. Hope she starts. Yeah, yeah, that's too long. Because I know there was a couple people that had problems after. You should maybe, I don't know. Like I said, for some reason, my doctor took a liking to me, and he watched out for me the whole time I was in there. There were Thai people that got more demanding getting paid every day. I don't know if you guys know about Thailand, but in the United States, the insurance takes care of it, or if you don't, you pay it whatever afterwards you make. They can't ask you, do you have insurance? Because they said it's anyway. I don't want to get into that, but the here, my wife would have to pay the next morning when she came in. She was my girlfriend then, and then they had a nurse right at the counter that took care of all the paperwork, and she would sign off and say, yes, okay, now you can go see Dave, and she'd go over. They would not let you in to see somebody if you hadn't paid, or they would give you, there was a little bit of leeway. I got more leeway than the Thai people, which I found extraordinary. The nurses treated me with respect. There was a couple of foreigners in there that were real idiots, and I think that's why the nurses took a liking, and the doctor, because I wasn't a pain in the ass, and these other ones that were in there were. Looks like Raleigh Beach. Could be. Thanks, Randy. It's been months since she says it's okay, but not really the same. That's weird. I would definitely get a second, third, fourth, and eighth opinion, Ron. Is that through the government hospital, or is that through a private hospital? Not that it really matters, because my doctor works at both places. So I don't want it to come off that one is better than the other or whatever. If I had a serious problem, I would definitely go to the private hospital. But I would see the same doctor. So go figure. Brock's travel mark. Good day, Chris said hello, Brock. I'm sure you see that too. What's happening with Gary? Hey, Chris, Mark said, and hey there, Brock. But I would definitely get it.
Morning, Gary.
Get a second, third opinion, Ron.
Okay. Sorry, eating cross buns.
I didn't. I already ate. I made my own breakfast this morning. I made scrambled eggs with ham and tomatoes, sliced tomatoes. It was pretty good. Of course, then my wife got mad at me. Why didn't you wake me up? Blah, blah, blah. Typical. Let's see. Johnny worked at both of the Syrian hospitals in her career. Yeah, the biggest problem that why my doctor wanted me to go to the government hospital was I have insurance through my wife. The medications that he's prescribing me for, I think it's blood thinners, or I don't know, some kind of a deal that he's got me on. The real top of the line, best thing on the market today is expensive as hell, even here in Thailand. So it's like 1/10 of the cost if I get it at the government hospital, and 10 times as much if I get it at the private hospital. Why? I don't know. So he said, you're still going to come and see me. The first 2 times that we went, it was a pain in the ass. I was there from 7 o'clock in the morning till damn near dark, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Then he said, okay, he goes, I can see this is a problem. We paid like $100 baht more each, 200 baht, $6, and we came in at I don't know, express time, whatever. We came in at like 3 o'clock or 2:30, and we still left at 5:30. So it cut down from all day to about 3 or 4 hours, and we only do that every 3 months. He prescribes my medication for 3 months and knit noise. She only takes one, and me, I take like 5 or 6. I think I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I take. He just gives it to me, and I take it. No, I didn't, Tommy. We decided that vehicle, is it the Nissan? It's the bigger one, a little bit bigger, but it's a hybrid. That's the one we were going to go look at. They started $899 to $1 million, and they didn't have one to test drive. They had one there to look at, but they didn't have one there to test drive, and that was the main reason. I was going to go look at a couple other again, but that was the one. So we put it off for till we get back. It's not a big rush anyway. I don't want. I'm still trying to get my freaking one of my retirements together. In fact, I should do that today. All right, I will. I know people. Is Black Sheep still here? He'll start in on me, which is cool. My wife likes it. What is this? How's WA now, Brock? Is McGowan still in? I don't know what that means. Tell me, Brock, are you reading that?
Yep. I'll just finish my post and then I'll
comment on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ron says my Thai family brought me in the back of the pickup. Okay. To where? Which one? Somebody. Oh, did you put that up, Brock? Is that Jake's new video?
No, Jake put it up.
Oh, okay.
Jake
Right.
is self-advertising.
Passport.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Chris. And as soon as I get back, I will do that. I want to get it done because I want to do. I want to do some traveling. I want to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Cambodia, Laos. The close ones for me, and do a little bit of traveling. And I can only do 4 or 5 day jaunts with my wife, but I can still take off with like if you were out and about and here and we wanted to bump over to Cambodia or something, we could take a drive over there and be gone for a week, and my wife would never give me any credit about it. Still in for a few days. Green WA is okay. Has a high school COVID testing moment, but starting to drop back. Most of those in hospitals are unvaxxed. Okay, did I miss? I
Yeah.
must have
So
missed.
McGowan is the state premier, and he
Oh,
just
okay.
came back from having a court fight with a a big fat mining magnate bully who wants to start his own party, and he's
Oh,
been
okay.
sued by him. So McGowan was over at the east, and when he came back, he said, "I'm going to put myself into isolation for 7 days," and he
Ah,
did,
okay.
even though it's no longer required.
Here's
And yeah,
Black.
the Western Australia's COVID infection rate has skyrocketed, as could be expected when they opened the doors. Mostly the Omicron. We're
Right.
up to 2,500 infections the other day, and now the infection rate is starting to drop back.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
So
Hey, while you tripping, how you doing? Glad you come by. What's happening, Gary? WA is a fascist police state. I don't know about political stuff. Um,
that's not quite correct, Aztec, and we won't go into politics on the channel.
yeah, no politics. We could go on for days and days and days. Too many people have too many. Yeah, here's Black. She got me on a schedule. It actually comes through on my on my Gmail and reminds me. Thank you very much for that, though. Sincerely, that's a good thing. Let's see. All right, Jake's new video. Let's see. Jake, did you can put it
I'm
up?
finished
I
out.
think. Otherwise, I can put it up. Do you have it to put up, Jake? Do you have the video to put it up or no? He can't hear me. What I'll do is I'll try to do it.
Yeah, can you hear me now, Dave?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. You sound now. You can put up the video if you know how to do all that. You can actually add it, I think, and then I just press a button, and you
I
can you can add it, and then I can put it in there. Any updates on entry to Thailand? I'm hoping to go in May. Um, I don't know. Thailand's wide open as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you have to do the test and go, but that's a one night deal. If you're talking about have all of the restrictions gone, no. But if you are vaxxed, unvaxxed, or whatever, there is still an option for you to come to Thailand. You still have the option of going and being totally queued for 7, 10, whatever the days are, 14. You still have the option to go to a sandbox and do it there, and you still have the test and go. When do I think they were? May. They might bump it up. They're talking. What I heard this morning was July 1st. They were going to reclassify it. And what would it be? Somebody help me because I'm endemic. Is that right?
Yes, endemic.
What endemic? They're going to reclassify it supposedly. Check, of course, and that. But like I said, I don't know what you're if you're single or what you're looking to do. Are you looking to come here for a week, a month? If you have a wife, do you have 7 kids? Because like I'd said before, if I was single, I'd already be here. Even if it was a vacation, I would do my test and go, and I would come right in. Now, if I had a wife and 4 children and was coming for a 2-week vacation, I might not take the chance. Again, up to you if you want to do it. But as far as I know, all those options are still available to everybody.
I think, Dave, that they're
Single
going to
for
move all of those restrictions up. I really do. I think that
I hope so.
it's just too much right now. And you got Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Philippines, all lifting all their restrictions. So I think Thailand really needs to get on.
How old are you? Why are you tripping? Are you obviously you must be under 50 because if you're going to go for an education versus a retirement, I'm guessing. But yeah, I would think. I mean, if you look at if you follow James, would be probably the biggest, or some other people in Pattaya or Jantiem. That is it like it was 3-4 years ago? No, but there's plenty to do, plenty of fun to be had. Yeah, I would come. 43, yeah. I don't see any reason going to turn 44. I'd like to have a shot at 44 again, one more time. It's hard for me to look at somebody that's even close to 45, which would be 20 years my junior. It amazes me. I don't until I see this old bastard on here. I think that I'm 35, 40 years old. No, you're a young looking guy.
Yeah, but I'm
But
older than you, Dave. Remember? Older than you.
I know you look better than me though. Tripping a
Um,
youngster. Yeah, Ron's up there. Ron's older than all of us, right? I think Ron's 73. Ron, on my mind, you got to remember when you make uh, a youngster. Yeah, I know. But yeah, could you imagine? See, I don't know. Brock obviously came. Jake, Mitch, everybody is. I didn't come to Thailand until 2018. My wife passed away in September. I came October, the end of October, and then came back, and I was going to spend till January 1st. And I think it was the middle of November. I said, forget it, I'm out of here. Found somebody to sit in my house, jumped on a plane with 3 pieces of luggage, and been here ever since. I've been back to the U.S. for 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 times, 4 times. My plan was, and still is, every 4 months to go back for 2 or 3 weeks. And it'll be that way until I don't want to sit in a tube for 24 hours, or I just don't want to go back. But I will definitely die in Thailand.
Jake's movie should be queued on the sharing, Dave.
Oh, okay. I'll bring that up right after this. Yes, I'm seriously considering the Thai Elite. James, I don't know. You're probably. I think I've seen you on Chocolate Man's deal. He went through all that, and it's definitely an
That's a good
option if you've
idea.
got the. Yeah, if you've got the dough, I don't see any reason why not. All right, let's play the new
Come
one.
for a year first.
What's that?
Come for a year first,
Yeah,
and then you can.
I would.
The next
I'm
month.
guessing you've been here before. But like I said before, if you're planning on moving here, I would come at least 3 months, and 6 months even better, a year even better than that. But after, I don't know, and it all depends. After 3 weeks, I knew that I wanted to be here. But that's me. 73 in May, shooting for 120. God bless you. I hope you make it. Uh, yeah, he follows James and also Kevin. From 30 and a Wake Up. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they both have elites. Yes, you're correct. All right, let's watch the new one because I guess we're going to see, I think we're going to see Jake's beautiful wife.
What? Thank you very much.
Let's see if I can get this bigger.
I can get it bigger.
I can. There we go. A little better. How come I got no sound?
Let me correct that.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, Ralph, how you doing?
Slight bit of sugar. And I think that's it. Get yourself a
That
You
nice.
pork
guys are
belly?
awesome. Thank you.
Your wife speaks good American, Jake.
We've got some shallots.
My wife speaks better American than I do. I'm from the South.
Cilantro.
Hey, Waza, how you doing?
Also, fish sauce. Thai red pepper. And brown rice powder. This is what you need to make nam tim jiao. Now, some
Nam
people
tim
like
jiao.
What's
to
really cool about this video is that I actually used my nephew's soundtrack when
Oh, you did?
Stump gets cooking. Yeah, so
That's it here.
that's my nephew, and he is so talented. Got it. You just love your family so much, right? And
Hey, Jiu-Jitsu. How are you?
he's so cool.
หากเธอไม่สวยฉันจะไม่มองหากเธอไม่แจ่มฉันจะไม่จ้องฉันจะไม่มองให้หัวใจเต้น
Ron's hungry again now.
แทบช็อก
You
ตาย
made Ron hungry.
หากไม่เห็นฉันคงไม่ม
Good
อง
morning, Jiu-Jitsu. We're watching Jake's latest video.
I really appreciate it, guys.
No worries.
ต่อให้เทวีที่
Oh,
อยู่บ
wow.
นฟ้าต่อให้สิง
Was
ดา
that hot?
ก็
That
ยัง
was hot red pepper.
ต่อให้ใส่สี
Oh man, let me tell you.
That's Isan style stuff there.
Oh yeah, this is Isan. Nam Kim Chow is definitely Isan style.
Yes.
So some kids decide to ratchet it up a little bit to Isan style.
Good for her.
I'll tell you, guys, man, I so outkicked my freaking coverage back in the day. When I found this woman, she's just
หากเธอ
incredible.
ไม่สวยฉันจะไม่มองหากเธอไม่แจ่มฉันจะไม่จ้องฉันจะไม่มองให้หัวใจเต้น
Aroy, aroy.
นั้นทำเป็นฉันแทบช็อกตายเพราะใจเต้นถ้าหากไม่เห็นฉันคงไม่มองไม่มองมองเธอ
And for those
Yeah, Bobby-
of you that are
Bobby
listening
was
that
even
like the
amazed at it.
soundtrack, please like and subscribe to my.
ต่อให้สิงดา
I
ก็
saw
ยัง
the same thing, Bobby.
ต่อให้ไปสิ
The spicier, the better. I hear that, Jiu-Jitsu. That's the way I am now. My mother-in-law makes this stuff definitely Isan style. Everything she makes me, but she cuts back on the fish sauce. She cuts back on the soy sauce. Takes a little bit of the sodium out of my diet. All
Thank
right,
you so very much. I appreciate that promotion, Dave. Thanks.
no problem.
going to try my wife's spin-up.
Just a slight comment, Jake. With your, oops, he's gone. The could you lower the music in your background just a bit, because when you've got your voice level in there, and the music comes in and it's a bit high.
What did I miss? Did I miss any? I know Waza came in. Okay. I'm flying over on the 28th if everything goes smoothly. Already had flights canceled and has been a real pain. If not having a Thai partner who I have not seen in over 2 years, I would wait. Um, yeah,
I can understand that, wasn't
yeah, it sure makes life a lot easier. I agree with that. Ralph says the tiger has a vlog about what happens when. Yeah, I saw that too. I watched part of it, but I didn't watch it all because I'm kind of curious on that. Although I believe you should have a will, I would think here, and in the will, I think you can designate. And I haven't really done that yet, so shame on me. But I don't really care. I mean, once I'm dead, I'm dead. I don't, my wife will burn me. And I think she has that option. I don't know. I should find into it, though. I'm glad you brought that up. I did see that when it came up. Was it yesterday or something? I did see that. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I see jujitsu. I said hello. The spicier, the better. I agree. What are we going to look for food? Are you hungry now, Chris? You want me to bring up something else? Jake, are you offering a takeaway service? She probably would. I just finished dinner. Now I'm hungry again. I know I hear that. I'll tell you what, man. My mother-in-law is spot on. And compared when I first got here, and I've always been a jalapeno, spicy, habanero, love Mexican food and that kind of stuff. And when I got here and tried that Isan papaya salad, I just about jumped out of my skin. And now I can eat it. It's not my one. I don't like it. It's not my choice. Any woman, Thai woman that I know, that's their first choice. Oh, that's right. It's Fa's birthday. That's right. Hey James, how you doing? Are you gonna do a live stream? She gonna do a live stream once you get to where you're going, James? Let us know. But happy birthday, Fa. And I was telling them, I don't know if James is still on, Travelers here, and he had sent me an email and everything wanting to thank you, which he did in the live stream, and I just want to thank you also. That's James is a good one, man, no doubt. Let's see. He's saying happy birthday to Fa. And Jake saying happy birthday. Got to run, guys and gals. Daughter in Zoom school. All right. All right, Ron. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And I think I caught up, right? Did anybody else ask anything?
No.
No, I think I'm all right. Just James. Where did he say he was going? Where's he going? Soy dog. Oh, the soy dog thing.
Dog rescue.
That's right. Yeah, he was saying he gave 10,000 baht.
Animal Army.
To the. I wanted to let everybody know, just a little sneak deal. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it though. The tables are here for the kids. The soccer balls and all that equipment hasn't arrived yet. 95% of it's coming from China. So my daughter had told me to order this soccer ball, this volleyball, this badminton net, this whatever. So that's all on its way here. And then we're also going to give, I had talked about that teachers fund, that they don't have enough money in the school, same school. They don't have enough teachers. They don't give them enough money to pay teachers, so they have a deal that everybody throws in money, and then they pay the teacher so that they have enough. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to give 5,000 or 10,000 baht. When I do it, I will let you know. Let you know what's going on, because anybody that has given, it's, you give it to me saying, yeah, here, do what you want. This is what I'm doing, and I just want to keep you up. Actually, it's my wife. I'm letting her decide, because we still got to get to the other school, and get the ice cream deal. Still want to have an ice cream deal here. Still trying to figure out what equipment I'm going to order for their playground too. I'm going to do that also. So I'll keep you abreast on what's going on. Rumors in California. It was a chocolate man gave away his bicycle. Yeah, I don't know. You have to ask Jiu-Jitsu. Did he give you that bicycle? Are you guys going to court? There's Fa. You're very welcome. Do a live stream
Yeah,
later or something. If I'm around, I'll jump on.
happy birthday, Far.
But anyway, so and I thought about the dogs too. So I'll probably check out. I didn't look at the one that James had said that he put out that didn't get that many views. So I'm going to go back. If you haven't seen it, by all means, go if you want to. I think he puts up the link directly to the people, so you can donate directly to them, and it must be a good cause. If he's doing it, it's a good cause.
Yeah, the link to the Animal Army Foundation is on the screen now.
Okay, good. I see it. There you go. In case somebody wants to donate to that. And let's see, what else? Everybody's saying happy birthday. And then what about you, Brock? What's the latest? No flights out direct yet, or still have to pay the extra?
No flights at the moment.
But you've
Oh,
gotten the
John,
okay.
happy birthday.
Foz what? Foz said, "Look at the camera when you say happy birthday." All right,
I've got three
Can I look
screens
at the
in front of me.
happy birthday. Want me to sing? It'd be horrible. My mother,
Happy birthday
every
to
year,
you.
every year that I can remember, on the morning of my birthday, I'll get a call from my mother, and when I say hello, she just starts singing happy birthday. Every year that I can remember. So, happy birthday to you for sure. Got to go for a while. All right, traveler.
Happy birthday, Far.
Take it. I'll try to get back. I don't know how much. It's over an hour now, but we'll hang for a little while. Yeah, but your deal is, Brock, is they've opened it up, but no one has taken the planes out of mothballs and putting them back up in the air, right? Correct?
Yeah, there's very few international flights into Perth at the moment. I think Singapore's the only one.
Okay.
But I can afford to wait a couple of months, and
You're like me,
I
why to be tripping?
prefer the direct flight. I don't want to fly to Singapore and then wait in Singapore airport for a couple of hours, and then
I see.
fly again.
I see. All right, makes sense. Never really bothered me too much when I was traveling, but I don't know. Now I wish that there was a straight through flight to the U.S., but there's not that I know of. What's Robert saying? Animal Army seems like a great cause. Yeah, no doubt. Let's see, Black Sheep. Still saying happy birthday to Fa. Gator, just a question. It seems that your internet isn't the best there. As far as I can remember, you always seem to cut out from the live shows. Yeah, I don't know if that's the way that he's hooked up or what, but sometimes they're better than others. It seems like it's gotten worse. I don't know. Maybe it's a time of day. I don't know. Maybe there's more people, not enough bandwidth. I don't know. Hey, Ralph. Fire sale on what? On 737s? Yeah, that's got to be a little bit scary, hopping on the plane when they take it out of mothballs for the first flight. Oh, yeah, that would be a little.
You got to see the birds' nests that blow out the tailpipe. Something to
Oh,
be
I
seen.
bet. I'm worried flight prices will skyrocket due to the current situation and gas prices. That was another thing I wanted to talk about, which I don't keep up on that stuff. My wife does, as far as here, because a liter of gas is a liter of gas. I don't know, but I guess that has doubled to 60 baht or above. But the Thai government has put a 30 baht lock on diesel till May. So, because I was worried about driving all the way to Koh Chang, that it would cost me 3 times as much money to drive in diesel, but they cannot rise it. They cannot put it above 30 baht until May, and I'm imagining they'll reevaluate it in May. And I don't know. I haven't checked the flights recently. Have you, Brock? Have they tried to raise anything going to Thailand?
Not at the moment. I think they're still in the attract people phase, so they're keeping the prices as low as they can.
Yeah, because I know the last time that I looked, flying on a non-China airline, which was the only one that I flew before because they were so cheap. Round trip under $600 or something was the cheapest I got. Usually they were seven, something like that, eight. But the one I checked, the United and one of the ANA, is that the Japanese? A couple of Japanese ones, and maybe one through Singapore, they were under $1,000, 890, 900, 925, whatever. And me personally, to LAX from Thailand, anything under $1,000 to me seems like at least a fair shake. Would I like to pay 6 or 7? Sure. I'm just like everybody else. And they're saying you're flying. Oh, Eva, yeah, that's one of them. Not open in Taiwan makes things a little harder. Yeah, I know that. I think it was Chris that wanted to go to Taiwan, right, Chris? Yes, Brock. I'm traveling through Singapore. No direct flights from Brisbane as well. So I guess I don't know. I've never been to Singapore. I guess if you've never been there, the longer layover might be look good to somebody that had never been there. Like if I could get a 12-hour layover, I might want to stick my head out and see what Singapore looked like. Maybe. I know a lot of people do that. I don't.
Singapore actually have, if you've got a huge layover like 12 hours, they have a bus tour you can get on, and it'll drive you for a tour around Singapore. But you
See,
can't
I might
get
be
off.
interested. Well, that's okay. I wouldn't really want to. I just would want to see it. As far as I know, it's expensive as hell. It's like going to Australia.
It's still on the bus. It's still counted as being in the transit lounge.
Okay.
So you haven't checked into Singapore.
Now it says Eva, November, Seattle to Bangkok, less than 800. May need a new jab by then. Yeah, they're saying. Now, I think it was Bobby that was saying this booster we should be done with, but they're going to want to make money. So I'm with you. I bet you they want to jab you again. But what it was the 2 Pfizers, and 5 to 6 months after that, I got the Moderna, which was just 2 days ago. And I didn't ask. I should have asked the nurse do I have to take another one. But from what Bobby was saying, we should be done, which would be nice. But 800 sounds like a really good price. I know there was some other. I never flew into Frisco. There was some other stuff that was cheaper, and I could have. But LAX is right next to my mom's, and at the time I stayed at my mom's and did my visa, redid my 60, 90-day tourist visa. Right there, they did it in the same day. Went down. It was about without traffic, 40 minutes, 35 minutes from my mom's house to the embassy in Los Angeles. I would drop it off at 9 o'clock, pick it up at 3 o'clock, and I was done. Then I would drive up north because my house, which I've since sold, was only 3-4 hours, I think, from Frisco. So I could have went either way. It's just easier for me to go to LAX. But I think that they had some cheaper stuff going in there. Randy's saying, Southern Blue by $5 a gallon and is about to blast over 6 a gallon. Wow. Yeah, good times. And in California, we always got screwed as far as gas prices. And you just see these boats, because they don't refine it there or whatever, just coming into LA Harbor and Long Beach, just tons and tons of crude and everything else. And there'd be places that were 2,000 miles away that had cheaper gas prices than we did.
My diesel price is $2.09 a litre today, which is about
and we're at 30. We're at 30 baht a liter. So what does that work out to? So that's still a decent price. I think it is anyway.
30 baht a litre is about $1.20 here.
And what are you at?
$2
2 something. Okay, so we're still. I don't know, and unless they go crazy, I think it's a great thing they're doing with that. Yes, you are correct, Brock. Airlines are definitely trying to encourage people. Yeah, from Melbourne prices from Melbourne are still attractive. Yeah, and I'm sure they will for a while. Waza, I think it was Waza that asked that whether he thought that it would be Singapore. Airport itself will take you 12 hours to see these days. Huge. Yeah, I never
Yeah.
been there, Chris. I did fly to Beijing, China, which I'll never do again. But that's where the main flight, that I think it was Air China or China Air, whatever it was, they always had the cheapest. Like I said, I think I got one for like $590 round trip to LAX. And I'll just pay the more money now. But I've never been there. But it was huge too. Now I don't know. You probably been to them both. You probably been to
Stay
them
in
both.
the airport for 12 hours, and you're going to spend more money in food and drink in there than
Yeah,
another
yeah,
plane.
yeah. And that's the way it was there in China. They charged a bunch of money. They weren't nice to me. I'll put it that way. I'll leave it. I've went on rants about them before. They weren't cordial to me,
No, they
being white in face. They didn't like
treat
me.
you as
I'm waiting.
necessary.
On my second Thailand pass, you can amend the first pass once. It has been approved. So the number they're quoting for the pass are not accurate. Okay. I don't know much about the pass. I know that from what I heard, it's fairly easy to do. I haven't had to do it, so I don't know. James did it. He said it was a breeze, and he did it a long time ago. Mark's saying 40 baht for 95. Well, that's not bad. I thought it was like 60. I thought my wife said it doubled. Of course, that it could have in Surin. Who knows?
Yeah.
Mark's in Rayong. About $4 a gallon. Ralph's saying using a simple conversion of 4 liters to a gallon, 30 baht, a dollar. All bar parks. That sounds about right. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not going to complain about any of that. And the diesel staying, at 30 baht until May. That makes me happy. So I'll be doing it. But I do have to put I put 95 in my scooters. So I probably don't need to. Nice backdrop. Andy likes your backdrop. I wonder why. Is that your
Yeah,
picture, Andy?
yeah. I attributed the picture to you, Andy.
Hey, Joe. I haven't seen you. I'm driving. You're driving here. You're here? No, you're not here. I'm driving. Anyway, hi, Joe. Gator Jake, cheers, friend. I'm out. All right, Jake. Have a good night. But I don't know. When are you coming, Joe? Are you still? Are you? You're not actually driving. I don't want you to text and drive. But I think you're coming within the next 4 or 5 months, right? If I'm, Joe wants to buy on an island somewhere. I can't remember exactly what island, but he would like to. Just a couple baht increase is pretty dramatic for, yeah, it's true, James, true. Low income level here. Yeah, for me, it's not a big deal, but yeah, you're very, very true statement. Definitely. So, I don't know, diesel's been 29 and 30 forever that I remember. So, anybody that's got a diesel vehicle here that's Thai isn't going to experience anything, but I would say 90% of them travel by scooter, so it is going to affect them.
Yeah, and when you consider they're 300 to 500 baht a day as their pay, 1,000 baht to fill up a vehicle is a lot of money.
That's true.
And I bet their pay isn't going up.
Of course, I haven't seen Jiu-Jitsu in here, but he doesn't have to worry
Yeah,
about that. I heard he's got a very nice bicycle, so I don't think he needs to worry about gas. That's for James,
Jiu-Jitsu,
a little dig.
he's been in here.
Yeah, he was here. Let's see, August, July, or August, and buy a place. Koh Samui. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to meeting you face to face, that's for sure. I got to run. Two folks, see you next time. Have to finish and edit. All right, Bobby. Thanks for stopping by. It's been an hour and 20, so I'm going to probably end pretty soon anyway, unless anybody's got any questions. And yeah, I like it too, Et. I used to pay around 100 US to fill up my F-150. Now it'd be over 200. Yeah, that's crazy.
There we go. There's another one of Andy's pictures.
Ah, very nice. I need some. He doesn't send them. Yeah, he does send them to me. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna try to get you. Andy's. I'm really. That's probably one of the biggest deals that I'm regretting is that I didn't get over to John TM or over there to see Andy. I wanted to meet Andy. It was top on my list, and I screwed that up. But let's see, Chris saying something. What are you saying? Hi to Joe. Hi to Andy. What are you saying? Hi to? Oh, there you are. You are correct. So you got a good bicycle. Right? We'll have to. And I haven't caught your latest one. In fact, it was James on his live stream that said you did a good video on something. What was it? On a God, on my mind. My mind is gone. But you did a good video on some aspect of Thailand, and I can't remember. If you can remember, put it up. And because I wanted to get back over there, I'll just go over to your channel and find it and watch it. But I think I missed the last two, which I don't like to. And if you're not subscribed to Jiu-Jitsu Passport, by all means, do. He's got excellent content, good man, and looking forward to meeting you too when I get back over there. And I am planning to get back over there. Hopefully I'll go to Koh Chang in next month, maybe the month after that, depending on what the weather is, because I'd like to drive the Forza over. Then I told you I had the 2,000 baht because the dogs tore my cover off my Forza chasing a snake and decided that my front ABS and brake line was the snake and proceeded to snap it off. So we stopped over there the other day and they want 2,000 baht to get it and have it here in 2 weeks and put it on. If I missed anything, guys, put it back up. I went on a rant again. Called the email from Thailand Weekly States, TAT government. So he said that the plan to downgrade to epidemic July 1st will likely result in the termination of the Thailand. I would hope so, Paul. I would hope so. I wouldn't see any reason to really need it. I hope anyway. Hey, no worries. But I know that he had given you an ups on his live stream about somebody asked about something and he said that jiu-jitsu just did a deal. I'll go back and look. As soon as I see it, it'll do it. I need a cue in my life. Yeah, everybody needs a cue, right? Ralph, you taking off too? Later, guys, gotta go inspect the airplane during this Sunday double time. 90 minutes left in the shift. All right, Ralph. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dave, you never rant. Yeah, I know. When I do, I usually either regret it or I like it. One of the two. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, everybody knows we have a bunch of fun on here. I try not to, but it's hard for me because when somebody writes question, it catches my eye for some reason. Even question marks would probably do it, but for some reason my right eye catches the word question when it's on there. Hey John, how you doing? How are you feeling? You got put behind by 10 or 14 days, right? Are you ready to travel now? And when are you coming this way? Did you hear about my Forza, the dogs attacking the snake, thinking it's my front brake line ABS, and ripped it off? So it's going to be 2 weeks before the Forza is back on the road. Although it doesn't affect the rear brake at all. I still stop, but I always grab. I always keep my fingers on the front brake.
Yeah, it's a bit disconcerting to grab the front brake and nothing there.
Yeah, and it just went straight to the thing. Click, nothing. Let's see. All right. Got to go beat up a bike thief. All right, James. Thanks for stopping by. Again, Fa, looking straight into the camera. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fa. Sorry.
Here, he's giving you the heads up, Jiu-Jitsu. Prepare yourself. Let's see. Andy Stubbs. Next time, Dave, You never know. Yeah, just let me know, Andy. I'll make sure. I really do. Um, I would have loved to have met you for sure. Let's see if John's coming. Doing great. Never had any symptoms. Wow. Clearing booking for April 13th. Cool. Very cool. I'll be around. I get back on, I think I should be just getting back. The first 2 weeks or the first week I'm in Koh Chang. So did you make it back in time, or are you going to sign off? Yeah, you made it back in time. I've been thinking
And
about
we're
it, but
back now.
there's quite a few people in the chat, and they're asking stuff, so I'll hang. Although my wife, she turns off the air conditioner. It's been hot here. I know it's been hot in some other places in Thailand, but I'm a firm believer, man. Wet season is any day away, and this heat is telling me so.
Yeah, April Songkran time is really bad.
Yeah, he's gonna be. That's right about Songkran, isn't it? When he's coming, 13th.
Yeah, yeah.
It is easy enough. It's just 2,000 baht, so $60, which is still cheap. To that's for the labor to pull everything apart, redo the ABS and everything. So yeah, but them damn dogs, man. I guess it's better than. I just don't want them to go after a poisonous one, a cobra or something. And they're just young and stupid enough to do it. And then I've got little ones too. These are the bigger ones that are like a small German Shepherd size. The two females that were born here while we were building, we adopted them, and now they stay in the yard and they run around and stuff. But they always come back every night and stay with us. John says 2 weeks. So yeah, he said 2 weeks, and I'm hoping for a month. So yeah, cool. I look forward to meeting you, John. I'll definitely meet up with you guys somewhere on the road, no doubt. And ET's telling Andy to drive safely, which is always nice. Thunder outside now. Yeah, it's going to be here. Everybody's saying bye to Andy. Bandy, take it easy. When is hot season ending?
October.
I want to say it's quite a ways, right? I want to say September, October, November,
Yeah.
maybe. It's only like if you ever want to relax and have a nice, cool place, I'm sure there's a lot of places up in Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai area up there in these hills. But here in Surin and in Tat Phnom, where Chuck is, mornings Fahrenheit wise 65 degrees. Doesn't get any hotter than about 80, 81 for those 2 or 3 month period. And I'm going to say probably for sure November, December, January, and part of February. That's my guess. Brock probably knows better, and he's agreeing. So, but it's nice here where I can hop on the scooter and actually go. God, I could put a hoodie on, which I don't feel very often here in Thailand.
Yeah, I had the wife's uncle come to have breakfast one day, and he was wearing a snow jacket in December. Mind you,
Yeah,
it was 12
and
degrees.
the couple. It was 16, I think, and the one day it was 16 here, and I don't know what that is Celsius. It was Chuck said it was like 12 or 14 or something in Tat Phnom, so they were even colder there. You lost me at Fahrenheit. That's the way I am with Celsius. You know, they tried that when I was in school. They were going to go to the metric system, and that never happened. And I knew I didn't think it would. Thank God, because I still don't know. The biggest one that I know is a 10 millimeter, which handles about half of everything on a Japanese motorcycle, or even on an American motorcycle, because they use 10 millimeters for some reason, and then 12s and 14, whatever. I get by. I like the idea that when you buy a little cheapo case like I have for the Forza, they give you both. So it makes it kind of nice, and they're cheap, but they're throwaways. You use them once or twice, and you throw them away.
And the socket that always goes missing when you need it most, 10 millimeter.
10 millimeter, yes.
Yeah,
That's why.
every socket in existence is missing the 10 millimeter socket.
If you look at my tools that I have here, and I don't have much, I've got like 3 extra open ends and deep sockets and 3 extra 10s. Although I've kept them, but I don't. I worked on the bike at first, and then I went over and they did all that work on that bike, putting on the cameras and all that kind of stuff. Worked on it for 7-8 hours and wanted me to pay him 400 baht. And I said, I'm not even going to get out of bed for that. And these people need the money. So I won't do anything on the scooters, and I won't change the oil. I won't do anything. I'd rather give it to the Thai people. They appreciate it, and I always give them more. I think I gave them 6, an extra couple of hundred each. But we'll see. Yeah. So I haven't, but I bought a suitcase one that has the 3 trays inside, and it's got pretty much everything. Cheap tools, but it's got everything, and that's for the house. And then I've got a little socket set and some Allens for the scooter, and I have an electric air pump which I just used the other day. The back tire on the Scoopy had went down and worked awesome. And then I've got battery jumpers. The damn battery. This is the second time that and maybe you guys know better than me. I was going to replace the battery in the truck 6 months ago, and it just died, right? It just started dying. And I said, I'm going to pull the caps on this thing and see it, because it's not a totally sealed battery. Completely out of water. I filled it up with water, and it's ran perfect for 6 months. 3 days ago, it wouldn't start. Did the same thing, pulled it up, completely dry. So I filled it up again, and it's been fine. But I started it. I bought for each scooter. It's the size of this iPhone 8, and it's a jumper. And I jumped that diesel truck 4 times, and it still only went down one. I think it has 4 levels or 5 levels. It went down 1 level and still started that diesel truck. So yeah, I would suggest getting one for your bike. I told my wife I'm going to get you one. She goes, why? I don't know what to do with it. So I'm going, all right, so in your case, I'll still do it, but you just ask somebody. Somebody will help you out. And on my Scoopy, it's below the floor panels. Mine's a 2018. Hers, I think, is a 2012, and it's underneath the seat bucket, and it's even easier to get to. But it's awesome. So I've got 2 of those, 2 different kinds, too. Awesome. Jumped it right now. And it's in a case. So I've got that, and then I've got a little socket set. It works out perfect for the bikes.
Those little jumper packs defy logic.
Yeah, they do.
All my years of electrics tells me that it's too small to do the job.
And I've seen them do it. Now, this one had a little bit of a charge. It went, right? I've seen them take take the battery out and hook it right up to the cables and start the frickin' truck. Unbelievable. But yeah, and they're not expensive either in foreigner terms. It's not expensive. Anything that's over 10 baht to a Thai person is something they got to regulate. But it's not expensive. I don't remember what exactly I paid. I want to say under 1,000 baht, I think. I'll let you know if anybody's interested. John says we got into the 20s overnight, woke up heavy snow. I'm glad I don't have any snow. That's what I like the best about Thailand. I don't understand height and weight and metric, but everything else is metric. Yeah, I don't either. They asked me that when I went to the doctor. How much do you weigh? Because I knew, because we have a scale. But how tall are you? I said, I don't know, 5'10". I used to be 5'11". Now I'm 5'10". You can convert it if you want to. If not, write 5'10". You tell the doctor I haven't grown or shrunk since 3 months ago. So I'm the same as I was then.
Easy way to remember it is a meter is approximately equal to a yard.
Yeah, 3 feet.
Yeah. It's a meter is 39.3 inches.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of do that in my mind because now working with them out in the yard, I kind of just figured a meter, 3 feet, and say, this is about a meter long. I'm preparing myself for the Isan weather when I arrive. Yeah. Like I said, it's been hot, and I can't get my mother-in-law to turn the air conditioner on. I got a 2-ton air conditioner in that living room. All the kids were in there yesterday, just hotter than the hubs. And finally I told Shushu, the youngest, Why are grandma too expensive? She said. I said, you tell grandma I said turn it on. Go out there and turn it on. So she went out there. She didn't get in any trouble, so I guess she's all right. Good kids, man, both of them. Check the voltage when the engine is running. Sounds like. Yeah, it could be. I will check it, Mark. And that was my only thought that I had in the past. That's what's happened. And if it was a sealed battery, it probably would have blown up if it is overcharged. I will
Sealed
check on
battery
that.
works
Thanks.
a little different.
Yeah, but they don't have no
If you,
place to go, right? I mean, if they're overcharging, they can. They
um,
bow out. They
no,
like not explode, but
sealed batteries have a different chemistry. It's not acid and water in there.
uh,
It's in a it's in a gel, so it doesn't generate gas and all that sort of stuff.
I see. Okay, cool.
Your maximum
The next
voltage
one I'll
should be
get. Next one I'm
13,
just gonna get. Next one I'm just
13.2.
gonna get a new battery. I might even buy a new battery. This one's old. I might even buy a new battery before we go to Kochang. I don't want to take any chances. Hey, Uncle Craig, how are you? Glad
Good
that you
morning,
could
Uncle
show up.
Craig.
I show approximately what 1 million times. I shovel snow. Oh, man, where I live, 3,000 feet in the high Sierras, maybe 4 times a year, we'd get under a foot. It would last 3, 4, 7 days at the most, and then go away. It was like the perfect elevation. I have a wood stove. It did get cold, and so you can go outside and go, ooh, isn't that, look at that, look at in the trees and the oaks and the pines, isn't it beautiful? And then 20 minutes later, I'm going, okay, enough, melt for Christ's sake. So,
I haven't seen snow for 40 years.
you what?
Haven't seen snow for 40 years.
40 years. I don't know. I don't, like I said, when I go back, I will take my wife. She wants to see snow. She's never seen snow. Has your wife seen snow?
No.
No. So I'll take her to see snow, and um, we'll see.
She says she doesn't want to see it too bloody cold.
The pictures are good enough. I don't
Mm.
blame you. My wife is a little bit. She's always been in awe of it pretty much her whole life. She's 40. I think she's 41. Maybe she's 42. I don't know. But she wants to see it, so I take her.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, she said, tell her your wife is older. My wife's 60,
44?
60,
44. 44. I heard you say 44.
44, yeah. 25.
Nothing wrong with being any age, man. Especially you guys got the. Obviously, you have you appreciate each other, but you got the grandkids, man. That's what life's
Yep.
all about, as far as I'm concerned, man. Is those little munchkins running around, Let's see. Dave got to
Can
run.
always get the munchkins
Yeah.
back.
They are kicked. You know what it is trying to keep them off of the internet and the games and that kind of stuff would be the hardest thing. My son was he played the games, but I got him and my daughter out, but I didn't live with them all the time. I only got visitation when I got divorced, but I did get my son at 14, and then he spent, and my daughter, but only for a short time. She went to college. Um, but we did the go-kart racing, so we did a lot of stuff outside. Now I think I don't know, I think parents and everything else, they'd rather just, and they did it to us too, when even in the 60s when television just came out, just go watch TV, leave me alone, go play, go do this. And I think it's crazy. I think about it more now than I did when I was younger. Like I said, I think about that kind of stuff where I don't anymore.
Yeah, I
Let's see,
grew up playing in the bush, chasing snakes and stuff like that.
yeah, I know, that's what we did too, kicking whatever it took to play outside. My crazy Thai wife just said she misses the snow. Oh wow. I you know, if I could stay in my house looking at that awesome wood stove is like one of my favorite things I ever bought in my life. And like I said, it didn't have a little blow deal that just barely put a little hose into the room. Had a 14-inch fan on the back of it mounted with full 14-inch fan blade. And it heated up that whole house, 2,200 square feet or whatever it was. And if I could stay in there with the person that I wanted to be, I'd have a little bit more tolerance. But I used to drink, which made snow a little bit more fun. You know, everybody would go skiing. I'll just go to the lodge. I don't need to come down a hill on two little things this big. No, I'll just sit in there and drink toddies and have fun. But if that was the case, I could tolerate it a little bit more. But to actually miss it, no, never happened. I was born in SoCal. I did 2 winters in South Korea. I don't need snow anymore. Yeah. We're in SoCal, Traveler. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. A lot of stuff in Simi Valley. T.O. where Randy E. is from. And then I moved up to Central California, Bass Lake up above Fresno. And then was there for 18, 20 years and then came to Thailand. And diesel went down to, oh, yeah, really cool. Yeah, that's what that's what they said. 30's the cap till May is what I had heard. Here's Randy. The Thai lady that used to cut my hair moved to Oakhurst. Yeah, real close to me, near Bass Lake years ago. She was hot. Imagine that. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Randy, man, up at my house, even though we were at just under 3,000 feet, 2920 or some stupid number. Bass Lake could get up 105, 103. And Oakhurst, same temperature. In North Fork, which basically is where I lived. You got North Fork on one side, Bass Lake in the middle, and Oakhurst on the other side. So I would drive all along Bass Lake to get over, because Oakhurst had the Ralphs or the markets and better places to eat and that kind of stuff. But I loved it up there. Simi Valley, Oxnard. Okay, cool. Now in Lancaster. I kind of got that because you said you were in the desert, and I kind of figured it was, it snows. My nephew that bought my house just moved from Lancaster, and a couple times a year he would, him and his wife would put on Facebook pictures of them getting some snow. They just got rid of the narrow 3 and 4 alpine ski rentals. Now, like I said, I told the story before, and then I'm going to sign off. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. First time I went, drove a Volkswagen Bug, a 63, I think it was, up to the ski slope with one other guy and 3 girls. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in that Volkswagen. Back then, I was in 10th grade. So what was I, 17 or something? Anyway, when the rentals had lace-up boots, well, they didn't tell me that you're supposed to lace them up real tight and all that kind of crap. And I went down the little back bunny run, and a tractor had tore it up, and I went down and broke my ankle. And I had to walk down, and I had to drive that Bug all the way back. I think I'm trying to think of where we were, Big Bear or something. I can't remember. And drive it all the way back, and then laid in bed. My mom came in there and said, I think it's broken. I said, why? She goes, well, it's swollen up about 3 times the size it should be. So I waited too long, of course, and went and they had to re-brake. It was a nightmare. But anyway, so that was my deal with skiing. I'm not a big skier. All right, we'll take a couple more and then I'll go. Gotta love Thailand. What kind of snakes do you run? I don't know what they are. The little ones that here, according to my wife, is not venomous. Own a Karen Weil. Bucket list. Yeah, the cobras are the ones that are, and I've never seen one. I've seen one dead in the road. I've never seen one here, but they've seen a couple of small ones, and I'm going to say, can you see that? Anyway, small, and that was the one that crawled up in the bike. But yeah, I don't like bugs, and I don't like snakes. All right, guys, last one here. Traveler was job and lived during the week in Lancaster. Yep, there you go. I tried snow skiing and failed miserably. So did I, Traveler. All right, everybody in the chat, thanks for coming by. Had a great time. Brock, thanks for coming on, as always. And I think I'm going to go. Do you want to say goodbye, Brock?
Yeah, goodbye, Brock.
All right, brothers. I will catch you on the next one.